had my nimble little fingers in a pile of different games recently, and my review schedule's been getting bunged up because of it. Here we go. This game marks a personal milestone for me, in that after playing it for the very short time that I cared to, I could safely say to myself that I am officially no longer impressed by acrobatic fantasy ultraviolence. Look at me, all grown up. Aside from Patrick Stewart's tender yet masculine bravado for narration, this game doesn't have much else going for it. You play as the oh-so-subtly named Gabriel, a brooding 7-foot door prize protagonist who's a member of a secret order of saintly knights, and his girlfriend dumped him, or she's dead or something, and the Lords of Shadow are threatening the peace of the kingdom, and you have to go get the 7 blah and the blah 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 blah. I haven't been more aggravated by a game's lack of originality since they decided that every Final Fantasy game following 7 was going to be cast exclusively by hermaphroditic Japanese pop stars. I'm not going to bother racking my brain for redeeming qualities. There are plenty of people who leave more inspiration in crusty piles of Kleenex dropped idly at the side of the bed than can be found in the breadth of this game. Moving on. If Grand Theft Auto and the Da Vinci Code got liquored up enough at the office Christmas party, Assassin's Creed is what they'd be awkwardly explaining to each other's parents a few terrifying weeks later. If you're like me and you don't much care for Grand Theft Auto, and you in fact feel compelled to headbutt an active power drill at the mention of the Da Vinci Code, then you'd probably be better off skipping the most recent Assassin's Creed installment. I gave the franchise a shot and played roughly halfway through Assassin's Creed 2 without being wowed, and its followers arrived in kind. With marginal alterations, Brotherhood picks up where its predecessor's narrative left off with no interim evolution. If we were all willing to cough up new release dollars for it, it could have easily been DLC, but alas, that's no way to balance the books. Again, you play Desmond, a dystopian near-future everyman who plays Ezio, a 14th century Italian playboy, and both of you are on the vanguard of a centuries-old war between two super-secret organizations whose influences penetrate the very bedrock of human civilization. Kind of stuff conspiracy theorists wake up all sticky over. Unfortunately, for we tactful, not-so-self-important few, if secret societies and papal vilification don't moisten your loins, then you've got a long, convoluted game ahead of you with combat encounters placed few and far between a wilderness of busy work. The acrobatic puzzles are little more than battles of attrition that pit the player's patience and willingness to exhaust every possible solution against the game's ability to make said solutions incredibly hard to locate. They require no independent problem solving and serve only to spread out the game's already razor-thin plot, ensuring the retail price to playtime ratio remains unspoiled. The only time that changes is when it becomes necessary to pull off a stealthy assassination, which for a game called Assassin's Creed is remarkably rare. There really aren't any occasions that killing everything between you and your objective is not only easier, but more enjoyable than attempting to remain unnoticed. The open combat is the most enjoyable part of the game, and it's been polished for the release of Brotherhood, but other than that, it's business as usual. Even with the barrage of new releases just in time for the holidays, I've still yet to find a game I can enjoy as consistently as New Vegas. The cultures and communities you end up interacting with show incredible depth. They're all believable and in many cases incredibly frightening. It's a game that involves slavery, crucifixion, poverty, violence, and survival. New Vegas offers the most compelling and invitingly immersive world building I've had the privilege of enjoying in the past year. I've launched a cult of lucid cadavers to their imaginary homeworld, earned the fealty of innumerable independent wasteland factions, and continue to inch ever closer towards my goal of post-apocalyptic world domination. I've even found time for a game of cards on the side.
So you gonna get a blackjack?
I've been playing blackjack so long, I used to play my brother Jimmy in the womb for his share of the in utero nutrients.
Wow, I didn't know you had a twin brother.